Alright guys, thanks for checking out Stormtopia.com, the Stormtopia.com Facebook page. We have our daily weather update right now. Current infrared satellite imagery across North America showing cooler air spreading from Canada back into the central and eastern United States, struggling to get out of the single digits and zeros today across a lot of the Midwest into the Ohio Valley. And we were 15 degrees this morning in Atlanta, so very cold. And that tells a story here across the United States. Now, as we switch ourselves over here to the forecast models, I'll show you the latest GFS model here, just for reference onto what's going to be happening. By the time we make our way out into Wednesday afternoon, what you see going on here is that we've got a little feature making its way on through the Arclitex, starting to move off to the northeast, which will mainly be the feature, main weather feature by the time we make our way out into Thursday. You see here by early Thursday morning, what we're looking at happening here is snow developing here in the upper Ohio Valley. Moving as the low pressure center starts to move off to the east, we're talking about snow here across the central Ohio Valley, and snow primarily south of the Mason-Dixon line, south of Baltimore and Washington. Okay. Meanwhile, kind of a mixing mess here across a lot of southern and central Virginia. Meanwhile, a new system disturbance, whatever you want to call it, starting to develop out here in the Four Corners region, and that will possibly be our weekend storm, which of course is being hyped up, but I don't want to hype it too much. Here you see on the map it's developing by early Saturday morning with heavy rain here across the southeastern United States. Meanwhile, the low pressure center is strengthening, and it's cooling down cooler air from the north. And as the low pressure center continues to move off to the northeast, we do lose a couple frames here, but what happens is the GFS shows a major storm developing here, very heavy rain in the southeast, and cold enough air being brought in on the north side that we're talking about possibly blizzard conditions, well, at least very heavy snow for a lot of the southern mid-Atlantic back into the parts of the I-95 corridor. Don't want to hype it up too much, especially because the GFS is really the only reliable model that shows something like this right now. Really, none of the models agree, and even the GFS has been flip-flopping. So what you have to do is look at other indices, like the teleconnections, and historically. Now, I'll talk about history first. Historically, this is very, very favored. Last year, these same dates, we had a snowstorm across a major snowstorm across the Mid-Atlantic. Not saying that's going to make it happen, but you look into the past 3 years. In 2008, we had a major snowstorm back on in for these areas. In 2007, we had a major snowstorm through the Midwest into the Northeast. So, I mean, we do see this popping up through history, these dates. And as we look to the teleconnections, what you see here is rising NAO, North Atlantic Oscillation, but still below neutral. The AO is going to be very low, even though it's going to be rising, but not even coming close to neutral. And we do have the PNA, which is going to be hovering just below neutral. So, well, I wouldn't say just below, pretty well below, but hovering in that same general vicinity. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. Don't want to hype it, don't want to say that it's not going to happen. We'll just have to continue to track it day by day here. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this forecast video. Please spread the word about our website, and have a great day.